Come on, Jake. Get jiggy with it. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cruisin the Planet. This is episode 63. I'm back in here in the studio with none other than Jake.
How's it going, everybody?
Longtime conspiracy theorist, even longer worker at the radio station.
I've been conspiracy theorist way longer than I've been at Tarleton, man.
I don't know.
I've been a conspiracy
Jake.
theorist since middle school.
I don't know, Jake. Can you prove that you were even alive back then? Fair enough. Today we're going to get into a couple of topics. We've got a surprise guest, Orion, returning back to...
Hey, yo, I thought it was supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, like it's a surprise to them. Never mind.
But, like, it was supposed to be like he came in, it's like, wow, Orion! Oh, my God. We didn't know you were coming to join us, you know? But,
Well, cat's out of the bag now. Orion will be coming in to join us later on in the episode if you want to stick around and talk to them. Also, me and Jake are going to talk about how bad our sleep schedule has gotten throughout this week.
oh, man. Yep.
Abysmal.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tarleton involvement fairs that have been going on. We had a recent little scheduling debacle, and so I almost skipped lunch. We can talk about our DJ shows that we're doing. That's actually what Orion is off and away doing right now because they're totally not at the station. And then I figured we could talk a little bit about the YouTube video this week. Figured I'd give some information.
Oh, man, he's here.
Orion!
What's
He's
up,
here.
guys? Heck yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, they're here. Orion, you got a microphone cover and some headphones for
Gotta
me?
get a microphone cover.
All right, I'll take those headphones. Is that long enough for you?
Maybe not.
No, it's
No.
not. You're probably gonna need to get...
All right, you're going to have to go ask Cole for the guest headphones.
Got it.
Bye, Orion.
Bye.
That was Orion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he,
Woo! Yeah! I know y'all are cheering. I can feel it.
yeah.
I can really feel it.
He walks in, good first impression.
Good first impression. Solid handshake. I could feel...
We're not
I could
supposed
feel
to
the-
handshake, Ethan. You know that.
You're right. I'm just trying to paint a picture for the audio listeners. If you're listening on the podcast right now, put your hands straight up in the air. Look like a psycho. Jake, you're listening while on air?
Of course. I mean, like, I'm listening to you, listening to myself, I'm listening to the ambience of the room. I'm practically listening to the podcast, only I have an active role in it.
Yo, fair enough.
True?
Let's get into some complaints here. Oh, the door opens.
Oh,
It's
he's
Orion!
back. He's back.
Hey!
He's here.
Orion returns to us, everybody.
Oh, yes.
All right, give me those headphones. We got to do a special plug-in to our miniature headphone amp. It's got 8 channels, 4 large, 4 small, and 4 independent controllers for every double channel.
Wow.
You able to hear yourself? You able to hear me?
I am.
Are you able to hear those voices in your head? I know I can.
Well.
Jake, not right now.
Okay.
We're trying to do an audio check here. Oh, that was the microphone filter, everybody. For anyone who didn't understand why it sounded like we were being drugged across a rug.
That's just
All right, Orion, give us a
Saturday
talk.
afternoon.
What's up? What's up?
Pull you up a little bit more. How about that?
Yeah, it works good for me. I
No,
think.
that was too much.
Too much?
Oh.
Just a little bit?
All right,
Mhm.
get a little closer to the mic if you would.
Yes.
Yeah, move it to where you have to. How's that?
Probably good?
Yep, that sounds perfect.
Awesome. Awesome.
You sound great. All right. Everything's been disrupted. Everything's been shaken loose. So, as I was talking, me and Jake are going to talk about how bad our sleep schedules got. Orion, you can join in if you'd like. But also, I figured, Orion, would you like to explain what's the hiatus that's been going on, if you could? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, my hiatus?
Yes.
Yeah, no, so essentially, I don't work as the music director anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I got my job back, ladies and gentlemen.
Jake was able to successfully assassinate Orion. And oh my
You
gosh.
wouldn't do that.
Whoa,
You
with
wouldn't
a
do that. You
steel
couldn't.
chair.
You couldn't do that to this face.
Podcast listeners, Orion came
I do
over
it
and
especially to that face.
No, you wouldn't.
attempted a full-on military-style coup. Is that
He
too,
wishes he could pull a military
Is that too
style coup
soon?
on me.
Is that too soon, America?
Not
Oh
yet.
my. Oh my.
So, Orion,
Not soon enough.
you're not the digital media. I'm sorry, that's my job. I'm too tired to do this. We'll talk about it in a sec. You're not the music director anymore.
I am not.
You work in town, though. Yes?
I do. I work over at Montana's right now.
Montana's.
Isn't that where you
yeah.
used to work?
I used to work at Montana's.
He used to work at Montana's. You used to live in Montana, too, didn't you?
I also used to live in Montana.
This guy is Mr. Montana. That's your new nickname, Ethan.
Why
Mr.
would you-
Montana.
But I'm the one that actually works there.
Jake,
Look, he lived there.
Jake, I can't believe you would come onto my show.
I knew a guy who went to high school, right? And he moved to Florida. The least Texas guy in the world, but his nickname was still Tex. So, Mr. Montana.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm gonna turn your fingers into sushi. I'm gonna cut you up into little chops and deep fry them individual.
Oh, man.
Continuing on my little story.
Yeah, go ahead, Orion. Trying to threaten Jake over here.
No, I see that.
Can't believe you do this to me.
Oh my god. But so yeah, I work over in town in Montana. As I'm making. Last night I was making the town's cheese fries.
Yeah, you were on Cheese Nacho Station, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
That's got to be fun, right?
I was sweating up a storm.
I bet.
Yep.
Just wait till you make it to fry cook.
Oh my.
That's where I was at my most powerful.
Oh my. But no, but I also work now after I'm just finished my training. I'll be a DJ for the station.
There you go.
From the time period, at least what's planned right now,
Right.
on Tuesdays from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. I will be hosting the station and doing little
look at
breaks.
that.
And
At least you're still involved, and we're glad to have you here, man.
yeah,
What?
no, it's
I was
super.
worried that you'd run off all of a sudden.
No, I mean, I love this place. It's unfortunate that I can't, do my job and get paid to do it and everything like that. But that's okay. Sometimes things happen, and you just gotta work around it.
Well, it's good that you didn't get run out of town.
That I signed a lease. I can't exactly get run out of town yet.
Well,
I mean, yeah, you
No,
just
that's good.
all you have is a lease. Like, you could also easily buy a ticket to Belize. I did a
Did you
rhyme.
do-
rhyme it one more
Did-
time, Jake, and I'll let you live. Rhyme it one more.
You may have a lease, but you can still buy a ticket to Belize.
Next line.
I don't got a next line.
Executed. Absolutely.
He wishes he could
fried
execute
him
me.
like an egg, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, if he killed me,
Live
like, I would-
unboxing Jake's chest cavity. Tune in next week.
Yeah, I probably. Hey, wait, whoa! I thought we were above these types of gags, Ethan. Come on.
No, I'm above nothing.
All right, are you above?
If you can stoop low, we can stoop lower.
Exactly.
Are you above the ground, Ethan?
Well, that depends.
Are you
Jake.
above the sky?
That depends, Jake. Do you live in Australia?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, Stephenville as a whole is a pretty high above sea level.
If you believe in flat Earth, do you believe
On
in
a
flat
pretty
Mars?
big hill.
Yeah, I do believe in flat Mars.
Oh my god.
Everyone knows the only round planets are the gas giants
Why?
because you can't stand on them.
Yo, this ain't Minecraft, bro.
What are you talking about?
What do you want about?
I'm talking about
No,
like,
I'm asking what do you want
Jupiter is like made of gas, so
Mhm.
obviously it's like round, but
Don't get him to explain this joke.
No, go ahead. No, I want to see him finish.
You know,
I want to see him grovel.
You see, Mercury, you walk on. You can walk on Mercury. Obviously you have to have like the spacesuit because it's.
Yeah, I
kinda
walk
dangerous.
on Mercury on the reg. On
I know,
the regular.
right? But like,
I play Elite Dangerous.
You can like.
I know what's up.
I mean, Elite Dangerous is a psyop to make you think the Earth is, round.
I still haven't seen Earth actually.
That's crazy, man.
I need
You
a
walk on-
special permit to
you-
enter
you walk
the
on,
solar system.
You're crazy. You're a crazy guy. Anyways, I'm done with this bit.
Yeah,
I'm done with this.
I
bit.
needed. I wasn't gonna back down until you did. Let's talk about some sleep schedule stuff, and then we can get into some other DJ schedules.
Let's do it.
Actually, you know what? We'll do it the other way around. I'm too tired to make a decision right now, so I'm just trying to stay entertaining for the people.
Hey, is that the sleep deprivation there you got?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Here's the deal.
Like I got woken up by a scam
Orion-
caller.
Ah, jeez. Come on. We're doing DJs, then we're doing sleep. That's the plan. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
So, Orion's show is Tuesdays from 10 to noon,
Not 10 to noon. 10 p.m. to midnight.
10 p.m. to midnight.
Yes.
My show is also on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Cole's show, another regular here on the show. You all know Cole. She'll be on in like a week or two. Cole's show is 8 to 9 on Tuesdays. And then, Jake, you just remembered what date your...
Mondays from 4 to 5.
4 to 5. You'll notice that staffers are only given a 1 hour show. We're allowed to do 2 hours if it's off time. But I don't think I got the time for that right now, man.
If I
got
probably...
a lot going on.
I'll see how it shakes out.
I'm really curious to listen to yours. Are you allowed to do a specialty show?
Probably not. I wish.
Not yet.
Yeah, definitely not yet. The thing is specialty Jake show is gonna be wacky. You know, that's how it always.
Somebody accidentally dropped a saw on a vinyl.
I know, like exactly. Like I'll just be playing nothing but Comus, nothing but Alvaro, the Chilean with the singing nose. Which is what I did on my last specialty show.
Play a bunch of Tool.
Yeah, I guess.
Second album.
Couple of Tool albums here and there.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Jake's crazy.
Tool's like the.
Oh, I've listened to the music that he.
Tool's like the the
that's
boss.
entry level.
That's
dude.
like super entry level. Like
Super.
That's the door fee.
we're talking we're talking Comus is like the big one I'm thinking of. I recently got an album by a band called Panopticon. It's like
construction rock.
Panopticon. It's like a black metal band, but they incorporate a lot of like bluegrass and like banjos and.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Oh my god, yeah, it's super good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look.
Black metal, bluegrass from Kentucky.
Podcast episode from a radio station that is finally talking about music.
I know,
oh
right?
my goodness.
It's a first.
All it took was a year.
Round of applause.
We did it. We got a lot of celebration going on this episode. A lot of strung together thoughts. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not really looking at the camera right now, but I am asleep.
Asleep? You're literally sleeping right now.
What was that?
You are literally sleeping right now, it seems.
Sorry, bro. I can't hear you over my dreams.
I see.
Delicious.
You sniff that microphone again, I will sniff your soul. Straight out of your body.
Gotta find it first. So, Jake's show is, for now, it's hip-hop.
It's rock. It's rock.
Oh, you're right at the edge of rock.
Well, no, it's like hip hop starts at like 8. Like I'm doing my show at 4 or 5.
6. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're all doing rocks, or are you doing hip hop?
I'm doing hip hop.
Orion's
That's why I'm
doing
being so
hip-hop.
late at night.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm doing a morning rock show. Jake's got an afternoon rock show. Orion's got an evening hip hop show. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to start talking about how our shows are getting super special and crazy.
Oh yeah.
I started off in the 60s, and immediately after training 2 other DJs, all right, let's do a little bit of a little DJ gossip here. I don't want to get too toxic, but like, boys, throw some pogs in the chat. This is getting crazy. See, I thought I'd get at least a smirk out of Jake. I got nothing. Just eyeing me down.
Let's continue, Ethan. Let's see where this train wreck goes. Buddy.
I want to ask an opinion to people. I want a genuine answer on this one.
Nice.
That's why I pulled
nice
all the
heaping
memes.
onion.
Why I did a bunch of memes on the front half of this. I am curious. Why is it that DJs all want to do 80s, 70s, and 60s rock?
Because that's what's in vogue.
Pretty much.
What?
That's what's in vogue. It's weird. It's like if you look at the rock charts, almost all the stuff that's like making big numbers is like revival stuff. Like music.
Vogue rock, is that a thing, or am I?
No.
What he means by that is it's popular right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like 80s rock is in vogue. So.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like look at look at Dayglow. That's like probably that was charting for the longest time.
I mean,
you know what? You're right.
Honestly,
though.
just think about it. The entire style of 80s, like that one thing you went crazy about, Sick of Being Honest.
Yeah,
that's a very
Milkwood.
80s inspired type of production.
This is true, but it's also horror.
Well, yes,
That
but
was the excitement I had, but I realize what you're saying now with the whole VHS going on.
Oh, absolutely! I hate
like
that. I hate
high
that stuff
tie-dye
so
color.
much.
The VHS.
The
film.
I think
VHS
it's super cool.
No,
think
I
it's
hate
super
the
cool.
VHS. It's so generic. It's such a I'll just slap this on to make it seem nostalgic. I can't stand it.
I don't know, man.
I can't stand
it's
it.
not. It's not so much that it's supposed to be a vibe.
I've seen it too many times though. Like I've seen it so many times to where I'm just sick of it. I see it and I groan. I'm like, why? Stop it. Just
Quit wasting my time. I get it.
it's like I get what you're trying
Is
to
that
do.
the same as like seeing that classic laser background with like a laser
Oh yeah,
sunset?
yes, it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get. Is like played out.
I
Really
subject myself to an anti-venom, a vaccine of the 80s, if you will.
Yeah.
Once a year, I will, right before times start getting dire, I will look up a specific YouTube video.
Yeah,
It's a half-an-hour movie called Kung Fury.
that's a good one.
It's a palate cleanser.
That's a good one.
It's good. It's varied.
Yeah.
It's international.
Yes, it's
Half an hour, and you're done.
That's good. It's fun. My choice of 80s detox is definitely just playing through Hotline Miami 1 and 2.
You know what? That's equally as good.
Yeah.
I will say it right now. Just over-the-top violence. I don't have access to those games, and so that's not my thing.
Yeah.
But I would do the same. I'd follow up.
It goes on.
There's too much 80s going on now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like,
if you're doing like 80s, the problem with 80s is it's really hard to make it like cool without it just being overtly 80s. And so most people don't reach that point. And if
Right.
you don't reach that point of like the 80s can be cool, like with Hotline Miami or Kung Fury or like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, if you
Right.
don't reach that point of cool, it's not going to be cool.
Right.
You know, you have to reach that peak.
You could have put it in anything then.
Yeah, it's like the 80s is so generic that like if you don't make a perfect thing that takes place in the 80s,
It's just generically in an amount of time.
it's just not good. You know, it's like it's either going to be amazing or it's going to be not good.
So
Yeah.
here's like the thing about like the whole 80s trend and stuff like that.
What's up?
It lines up with like what it makes sense why we're in such a craze right now, because it lines up with what's been going on as far as like the whole 30-year cycle. In the 90s they were crazy about the 60s. In the 2000s they were moderately like nostalgic for the 70s. Well, the thing is about the 70s, it's hard to be nostalgic for the 70s in general because it was you don't really have a decade doesn't have an identity whenever the economy is down, and the economy was down in the 70s. But the economy
was sure down in the 2000s.
Oh, yes, it was. So no one was nostalgic for anything then. But
Well, Grease came out.
Grease came out, and there was a moderate resurgence of disco because of French house and stuff like that, like what Daft Punk made and everything.
It was the end of the Vietnam War too.
True. We had survived counterculture.
Exactly. But
There's
like the 90s, like I said, they were focused on the 60s, like stuff like Austin Powers and everything were coming out, where they were into that sort of thing. There was a resurgence in Beatles love and everything. And then in the 2010s, naturally, what was going to happen was we're going to get into the 80s and everything. People are speculating, and we're already starting to ramp up into it. It's the 90s nostalgia because
I have
of the
seen that. The
Yes.
alt kids.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it was already a part of the internet in some fashion already.
True.
But it was in
that had never
in a
left.
mocking tone.
True.
I disagree. I think it was a mocking tone for a little bit afterwards, but I think there's a lot of genuine like 90s nostalgia by like millennials at the I would say at around from 08 to I'd say about 08 to 12 I'd say is about when like the peak of like 90s nostalgia has been, you know?
Well, you see, as far as like nostalgia goes, it's like it's really hard to tell sometimes exactly what's going to happen, because in the 2010s there was some 90s nostalgia, but it wasn't as strong as the 80s nostalgia became in the later half of the decade. And I think in the later half of this decade, we're going to be crazy about the 90s if we have enough money to.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. And also, I think what also got us into this big old 80s nostalgia too is vinyl record sales are suddenly spiking as big, like almost bigger than whenever they were originally first sold.
That nostalgia.
Yeah, that nostalgia is getting crazy. And especially recently too, now that we can't go to concerts and everything, we feel the best way to get a close experience with an artist is through a vinyl record. And I know that, so a lot of people who used to buy vinyl records, like my grandfather, they'll say, well, why are people interested in vinyls again? They weren't even the best format. Like, CDs objectively sound better.
Yes.
But
They're harder to care for. They actively degrade every time you listen to them.
Yes, but here's the thing. No, very rare do you find an actual True Blood audiophile that cares about that.
Right.
Most of the time, it's normal people who are thinking like this. vinyl records are an interactive experience. To listen to a whole, like, let's say 20-song album, vinyls can only hold so much music on each side.
Yes.
So what you have to do on like a 20-song album is you have
Flip
to
that
put it on there,
pancake.
you have to flip it, then you have to put a second disc on there and flip it.
Gotta
And
flip
some
that
people
pancake.
love that experience because it basically forces you to listen so that you know exactly when to move on.
That camera? 5 minutes? I don't know what's going on, people. I'm told to look at the camera in 5 minutes. Something's going on.
Oh my.
Lance came in. I don't know what's going down.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Rissa's writing us a note. We got producer Rissa in the background giving us some information.
Oh yeah.
Giving the secret details.
Yeah. But 80s and 90s nostalgia, huh? So
Yeah.
you're saying every 30 years we get some sort of information about webcam for On Politics. Oh shoot. What time?
5 minutes, I
In
think.
5 minutes?
In 5 minutes.
They're taking that other webcam in a couple minutes, so let's just do some adjustment on the fly. Everything's getting interrupted today. This is crazy.
It's
huh?
crazy, man.
It's wacky.
Oh my
I guess they're taking
goodness.
that one, so I'm gonna cut out this. You're gonna lose video listeners. You're gonna lose a bit of visual for a second, but do not fret. I'll get it fixed. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
One moment as I move people over. Whee! We've never done a live adjustment like this before. It looks a little goofy, but now you are big.
Hi, Taylor.
Here you go, Taylor. I already
Hello.
changed it out for you. Don't worry about being quiet. You've interrupted the whole show now. But
Okay, thank you.
thank you, Taylor. Bro, I gotta learn sign language now. That was insane.
Yeah,
I was
right?
so
Like, oh
confused.
my goodness.
I was like,
Good.
something's gonna happen in 5 minutes. Do I
Oh.
need to be prepared? And it was like they're taking the camera, and I was like, oh. I thought something was gonna like apparate in front of us. I was worried. Audio and podcast listeners, the short interruption. We have this glass here on the other side of the camera that
You're
you're
breaking the fourth wall.
not. Yeah, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. All right, the fourth wall that literally is where everyone listens in. We have this double glass, double window here, so it's like 4 sheets of glass. And the audio production people are back there, but they can see in. And so Lance came over and waved his hands, pointed at the camera, and put up the number 5 and left. And I had no idea how ominous that meant. I was spooked, man. Turns out they just needed the webcam, but so we're all better. We're okay. Everyone's okay.
We're Oakley
Bless you.
Dokley.
Thank you.
Orion, looks like you're sneezing up a storm over there. Where
You see,
was I?
allergies are kind of kicking in.
Yes, with the wind.
Yes, exactly.
Yo,
It's not very fun. It makes you feel sick even though you're not.
talking about feeling sick. I woke up feeling awful today.
Oh my.
Wasn't getting enough sleep. Jake, you experienced something similar, you told me today at work.
Oh man, yeah. Last night I went to bed pretty late, but like late enough to get a good enough like time of sleep to come
Mhm.
in and like function.
Yeah.
And at like I think I said 5 initially. I think it was like 9. Like
That phone call?
yeah, I got a phone call from like a telemarketer while I was sleeping through the
Mhm.
morning,
Oh no.
and it woke me up. And my initial thought was like, "Oh man, it's my alarm." And then I picked it up. It's like, no, it's my phone. And I picked it up. It was God, which one was it? It was like the car warranty scam called me,
Oh.
Mhm.
and it just like. It was like that was like the one that got me, because it's like, well, now I'm awake. I can't get to sleep because I don't have enough time to like kind of restore the amount of sleep that I have left before I need to head over. So I'm kind of just out of like 2-3 hours of sleep when I barely had any to begin with. So I've just been sitting here, no
Yeah.
sleep,
Just
No, that
chilling.
just on autopilot, man.
Same.
I've been dealing with something pretty similar.
What's up?
Because I have a little dinker, little junker, my
Your car?
My car, yes, my little Pontiac. I love her so much.
Yeah.
But she's been giving me problems. So
Yes, you told me.
So I've been looking around at other cars and stuff like that. But the problem is when you do that, people start calling you. And they open in the morning times. They think that is just the prime time to call you. And
I mean, to be completely fair, it is morning.
Right, but some people aren't like. Anyways, that's fine. What I'm trying to say though is that sucks. And not only do they call me, some different health insurance things call me because I don't know, they get a hold of your phone number somehow and they never leave you alone again.
Right. Jake was experiencing a lot of that.
Yeah.
You're on the no-call list now, aren't you?
I've been on the no-call list
Don't
since...
call Jake.
No, I've been
Whatever
on the
you do.
no-call list since, like, 2008 is when I checked. But the people who are calling me are breaking the law. Like,
I called Jake for an event once, and he arrested me.
Yeah.
On the
like
spot.
straight up arrested.
He said, "Yo, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You better not run." And I was
I'll
like,
be there.
"All right, I'm not running. I'm running the event, actually."
I came in wearing, like, aviators, twirling like
Flew
this.
in, had those zip tie, that like double zip tie locks, and it was just like, "Ethan, hands behind your back." And I was like, "All right, what's going on here? You have the right to remain silent." And I was like, "Bud,
Yeah.
buddy."
Yeah.
No, but like, and that sucked too, because like, you were the only one running that event. Everyone was all aimless after that. It was just a big mess.
He went right back to sleep too. That was
He
crazy.
did. Like Jake didn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're experienced. So you're both getting solicitor calls.
Yep.
I can't get to sleep, even though I'm trying to go to. I'm in bed at 9, guys.
He's in bed.
I didn't go to bed till. I didn't fall asleep till 1 a.m. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta shake a bubble of time out of my little oil-filled like lava lamp or something. I don't know what's going on.
The thing that
Like, I
really
can't-
upsets me about it is that this weekend I fixed my sleep schedule.
Yeah, you said.
And
you
then
were
broke
like,
it
I'm
again.
all good.
Yeah, and then I just broke
It's
it again.
Thursday, man. I'm yawning in the middle of the afternoon.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, like, and here's the thing. I also
Melatonin.
personally have this issue
Mhm.
where
Breakfast foods.
I just.
I don't know. I'm trying to wake up. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm right here. I'm right here with you. It's
But
okay.
like, I cannot sleep until 3 a.m.
Ham and eggs.
I can't do it.
Uh-huh.
I just can't. And I no matter, I'll be dead tired at 9
I want to invent
p.m.
a sleep potion, man. I want to make one so bad.
But I'll be like I am like falling asleep at 9 p.m.
Same. Because
And,
that's my
like-
bedtime. I know I'm an old man, but like, come on.
But like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I close my eyes,
Mhm.
I lay there, and I'm like, I'm so tired, I cannot wait to rest.
It's gonna feel
But-
amazing when I wake up.
Exactly. But then I just can't.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm just not falling asleep.
I've
Now,
been
I do
wanting
make
to
the fatal
stress.
mistake
Mm?
where after like a long time where I just like, I feel like I can't do it, I do get on my phone.
That's it right there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
resets you, bro.
You have to stay off your phone. Like
Read a book.
yeah. I'm on
Well,
my.
here's the problem. If I read a book, I'm even worse about that than on my phone, because if I start reading a book, I'll read it all night.
Just part of it. You
Yeah.
gotta pay that ritual forward.
That's okay though.
Well,
I do love books, clearly, but I don't know.
Right.
But like, don't get me wrong though. Before I even
Read the
attempt
dictionary.
Yeah.
to like get on my phone
I
and
did.
stuff like that, I don't like sitting there trying to sleep for like an hour straight.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
I found that if I'm too stressed about multiple things, it won't happen, no matter what.
Well, what
I'll
I try
get
to
myself worked up, and then I just have to do something. And then as soon as I get something checked off my mental list, I'm dead. I've died. You will not wake me, come hell or high water, for the next 10 hours.
yeah, but as adults, we also always have something constantly to worry about.
That's the problem. I'm allowed up to 3. It's like magic items in D&D. I'm allowed 3 attunement slots. Anything above that, I can't rest.
So we're talking D&D now.
Well, yeah, I'm making a new Pathfinder character.
Hey, that's what's
Y'all got any
up.
recommendations for Pathfinder?
I don't play Pathfinder.
Me
That's all right.
either, sadly.
Well, that was a waste. Moving on.
For now, I only play fifth edition. I'm looking to branch
Waste.
out.
A waste of my skin and time.
Am I a waste of your skin and time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
You know I pay hourly.
You don't pay me at all.
I wasn't talking about you, man. I put my skin in this game, bro. I'm so tired, man. Audience, if you can't tell that I am falling apart right now, then
So we all
you
are,
never
because
will.
like if in this town, if you're not in school, you're busy.
how are we doing in class?
Oh my
Here we
goodness.
go. General question. Orion, I know this one
You're
doesn't super apply to you.
You're excluding me, man.
Jake,
Yeah,
you're
no,
not in
you're the
class
only one
either.
in classes.
Yeah, Mr.
Well-
Egotist. What are you doing? You make a whole topic all about yourself, buddy boy.
I mean, to be fair, it does portray to a lot of our audience members. They still do go to school.
It's kind of like the whole point of this show, man, is to
Exactly.
talk to the audience.
So, like, that's kind of a
Coming at me for making an interesting play and a strategic move
Ethan.
for
Talk
my show.
talk about your classes to the
Well,
audience.
I'm
will you?
in microeconomics and Texas government. I enjoy the math of microeconomics. It's fun to me. I get it's not everyone's thing, but like, I'm kind of into personal finance.
Personally,
I don't know, maybe
I
I'll
liked-
become an accountant later.
Personally, I liked micro and macroeconomics.
Yeah.
I could not stand accounting.
Really?
Accounting is
What was wrong with accounting?
Accounting is memorizing a lot of what feels like the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're basically memorizing this account does this thing, this account does this thing, this account does this thing, and you have
Yeah.
to like memorize like how each of them play mathematically. But it feels basically like memorizing
Low-level statistics.
not even that. Like statistics, I couldn't do statistics. I was better at accounting than statistics, but statistics, there's a lot more interesting stuff about it than
This is
um,
redundant.
yes. It's a
I see.
lot of accounting is like just this thing that's slightly similar to this thing. This
But
is how this
still
works.
different enough to know.
Yes, it's still different enough to where you need to know it. It's kind of boring, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, macroeconomics. That's pretty fun.
I enjoy the micro because it's actually helped me understand a little bit more about my spending habits.
Yeah.
Especially when we got into inferior and normal goods.
Yeah.
When it was like, when you're poor, you buy inferior goods.
When you're poor, you
And I
don't
was
buy
like-
you don't buy Coke. You buy Shasta.
Jake has a soda dependency,
You know,
everybody.
Yes,
he was telling me
Yeah,
earlier.
Jake,
he was telling
I'm
me
actually
earlier.
addicted.
You're on it, man.
No, like this ain't even like a bit or a
Jake's
joke.
lost.
I'm,
Jake's
I'm-
actually
No,
lost
no,
in the
he's
sauce.
actually no.
I'm
He was
actually
telling me
addicted to
earlier.
soda.
He was telling me earlier. That's here. He was talking to me about bangs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about the birthday cake one. He's like, when you drink it, it's like a straight candy. And I was
It's
like,
awful.
that's what I was about to say to him, and I didn't say it. I'll say it now though. It's all candy. It's all liquid candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
I guess I don't have one if that doesn't really drive the. It's all candy.
Like, we just agree with you, really.
Okay,
That's
cool.
It.
Yeah, that's all. We can leave it there.
Yeah.
Don't need to really debate something that everyone agrees on.
Yeah, like it is liquefied candy. It's
Yeah.
easy to go down. I'm just trying to look for that liquefied steak, if you know what I'm saying.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Pour the butter in the bowl. Give me a sip of that steak soup.
I am trying to visualize how that could even be remotely appetizing.
Garlic.
You ever drink broth?
Yeah, it's
Same
gross.
Yo, what?
Whoa.
Jake, you cannot tell me that. I just made pork bone broth a couple months ago. I threw it into some chicken. Orion can attest.
Dude, it was good.
Look, you guys can like what you want to.
Excuse me.
You know what? That's fair, Jake. I'm not gonna knock you for your eating habits as long as you don't knock me for mine, which you never have.
I don't do.
I apologize.
I don't do because I'm one of the
Yeah,
pickiest people ever, and I hate when people knock my eating habits.
That's
The only way I can be fine with someone knocking them is because I eat
Yeah.
unhealthy, and they're like eat better. Like
Eat
that I'm fine with. That I'm fine with. 'Cause
like the
that's,
classic eat a vegetable.
yeah, like
Eat a vegetable.
which I
all
don't,
day.
because I'm a picky eater.
Yo, corn.
Well, you see,
Corn is like candy.
it is.
It
Corn
is.
is candy.
It's cheating. It's fiber is candy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, that's what's in most candy and sodas is like high fructose corn syrup.
which is much
But
worse than
no corn fiber.
yeah. There's like it's like the worst parts of corn. It's like
The worst parts of corn.
It's like the
as
parts
the
of-
base.
Yeah, it's like the part. It's the
Where's
parts.
the freaking cob?
We're gonna start with the most dangerous and powerful and potent part of corn, and then go from there.
Which is like they put in the cornstarch garbage, and it's like, Well, just put in the pure cane sugar. That stuff's better for you. It's not by much, but like at least like the cane sugar is better for you than cornstarch. Makes you less fat.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm completely off sugars right now.
That's
I just hit my carb limit today. I had some rice and beans. And that's it. That's it for
Rice
the day.
and beans.
Mr.
Wow.
Keto.
I know. I'm on a diet. It's
Yeah.
working for me. Although I am craving takeout rice still,
Oh my god, yeah, I couldn't
and
do
like
keto.
Pastries.
Like, not even kidding. I thought about it, and I was like, "There's just too many
Yeah.
foods with carbs I like."
That's the problem, because people are just like, "Oh yeah, you cut out sugars," and I'm like, "And bread," and half the population
Drops.
immediately was out.
No, but
The
Yeah.
other group was like, okay, so like, what if you wanted this? And it was like, I can have a cauliflower pizza. However, that's all my carbs for the day.
Yeah.
well, you see now.
Like, here's the deal: when it gets extreme, I just eat cream cheese by the cublet. I just cut it up and just.
So
couldn't.
speaking of your diet,
What's up?
I made spaghetti and stuff the other day,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to cook the things that I like
Mm.
and share it with anyone in the house because everyone's on
Everyone
a
is
diet.
on a diet.
Everyone's
in
on
our
a
apartment
diet
right now.
You are
I'm on keto, so no carbs.
right. No carbs. Fats are okay.
Yeah.
Then you have our roommate Justin and his
Justin and
Rebecca. They're high fat. No, not high fat. Low fat.
They're yeah.
And they're okay with a bunch of carbs.
They're okay with a bunch of carbs, but they're not allowed very much fat.
They're not allowed very much fat.
Spaghetti and cheese
So-
is like high fat, high carb, no protein.
So that's
Yeah, it's like the worst type of food for dieting.
Yes.
yes, it is. Pasta is absolutely horrible for it. So I'm just sitting here making what I like, and I'm just like, man, I'm making a big old bowl. I can't wait to share. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I can't share with anyone.
Leftovers.
Yeah.
Leftovers.
Well, I have
It
leftovers.
was like that with
I
my
have
partner.
leftovers.
They really enjoy the white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
So I bought them a big
Oh, those are
family
really
style
good.
box.
Nice.
I love them as well. I bought them a big family style box of those, and I bought myself some snacking peanut butter, like just for me, my own special jar,
Yeah.
and my own spoon that I store inside the peanut butter because I'm an animal and I eat that stuff up.
You
Honestly,
are
honestly, if I
crazy.
just ate peanut butter, I could probably go on a keto diet.
Yeah.
Like if it was like my diet consisted of just peanut butter
Mm-hmm.
and like a spoon, I could
Right.
I could
If-
probably I
If
could
only
probably
peanut
handle
butter
it.
had it all.
But then here's the problem: my partner really enjoys sharing snacks while we're sitting and watching stuff. So I'm over sitting. I'm fine. I'm chilling. I really thought that the diet was going to be a big toll on me. My partner, they can't handle it. They're crying. They're like, "You can't have Cheez-Its." And I was like, "No, I can't." What's going on? Like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand what was going on because I just see tears welling up and they're holding this perfect Cheez-It. And I was like, "You can eat it. Go ahead." And I was like, "Do you feel guilty that I can't?" And they're like, "I can't share with you." It seems like everybody, everyone around me is becoming more affected by my diet than I am.
Yeah.
My only craving I've been getting is rice. I know I'm talking
Well-
about it on my podcast now, so I'm like, I'm making it a thing.
Look, here's
Well,
I'm not
look,
trying to
hang on,
make it a
hang
thing.
on.
Here's
Don't
the
make
solution.
yourself-
Here's the solution. Move to Nunavut, Canada.
Anchorage, Alaska. You're right.
I was thinking of Alaska, but that has too many people.
Really?
Nunavut, Canada, or Nome, Alaska.
I would. Is it spelled GH or GNO?
No, it's just spelled Nome.
I like that even more, actually.
Friends of mine, we did a homebrew, like it's like a JoJo homebrew,
Nome,
and it took
Alaska,
place
yeah.
in Nome, Alaska.
Next to Fort Davis.
It's
It's just houses and power lines.
right. It's so cool. It's such a cool place.
Oh, they had a population boom in 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
You had 98 people.
Whoa.
Right.
They're at 3,598 as of the 2010 census.
Yep. That's where you go. You don't go to Anchorage. Anchorage is like moving to.
Oh, 2018, they're at 3,866. Look at that.
No, but like Anchorage, you move to Anchorage, it's might as well just move to like Fort Worth. You're only moving there for the weather, you know. So
The world's largest gold pan.
yeah.
The end point for the famous sled dog race around the world. The
Yeah.
Iditarod.
Nome, Alaska, or Nunavut, Canada. I don't know any specific cities in Nunavut. I just know it's isolated and it's cold.
The top, the top Google search. This tiny town in Alaska has a dark and evil history that is impossible to forget.
That sounds good for you.
Wow.
Roughly 24 beloved. This is on onlyinyourstate.com. Roughly 24 beloved residents of this remote Alaska town went missing between 1960 to 2004.
Oh, I remember that.
Sparking a nationwide uproar.
I remember that case. I remember my friend, God, what was it? There's I have a friend of mine. He does not like horror movies like at all. But there's one that he does like. It's like a, God, I forgot which one it was. But it's one that like unnerved him. Like he doesn't like horror movies because they don't scare him.
Yeah.
But there's one that unnerved him so much that it's like one of his favorite movies. And I think it takes place in Nome, and it's about this case, and it implies that they got abducted by aliens.
So much, yeah. A national uproar was sparked, so much so that Universal Pictures hopped on filming a major motion picture that was released in 2009.
What's the picture
With
called?
rumors circulating UFO involvement, alien abduction, and even a serial killer, the community was desperate for answers. Y'all like my BuzzFeed Unsolved voice?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that I recognize that from the poster of the movie. I have not seen it yet.
Get out of here. Nome, Alaska missing people fact. The Fourth Kind.
Yes, The Fourth Kind. That's the one. He says that is like
box office hit, making $47 million worldwide on a $10 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Well, thank you, Jake, for this little rabbit hole. Here's the trailer.
Yep.
That is spooky looking.
Yep.
Here's some images.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's just a straight up alien. Wait, that's the lady from... Jake, is this a video game movie?
No.
I know that isn't, but look, that's the lady from Resident Evil. I forget her name.
You mean the one that like people have been memeing recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien encounter of the first kind sighting. Alien encounter of the second kind evidence. Alien encounter of the third kind contact. Alien encounter of the fourth kind abduction. The Fourth Kind, based on the actual case studies. Nome, Alaska.
Speaking of Resident Evil, by the way.
Oh, what's up?
Can we just address the tier 5 level subscription amount of simping that's going on with that one?
I don't want to talk about that.
I
don't want to talk about that.
Come on, even Markiplier.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I really don't care.
Not on
that.
this podcast. No.
All right, I'll leave it be.
We can talk about it afterwards, but
I don't want to talk about it afterwards.
It's honestly not that interesting.
Yeah.
Big lady.
I just find it funny. It's not so much that, that's going on.
I don't even find it funny anymore. Like
it's hilarious.
I
just find it so funny that like the internet sometimes attaches itself to the silliest of things.
Nah, man.
I'm not.
If
you haven't been on the internet
Orion,
long enough.
Follow a couple of horror artists, and you will see that this is just a pattern in a item in a long-standing pattern.
Trust me, if you were on the internet
people,
as much as me and him, you would have like realized like a long time ago.
It's another one.
Yeah, it's literally just another one. Like
This is nothing new to me.
It's like you're telling It's like you're going back to medieval time to teach, like, the kings about fire. It's like that.
Yo, speaking of going back to medieval times, you give that boy a Lay's baked potato chip, dead.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Instantaneous. Yeah, we were talking. Well, like, here's the deal. A couple of people I've seen. If we want to talk about memes, Orion, here we can have our parting meme if we genuinely want to chat.
Sure.
Go back in time. A lot of people I've seen this meme. They say, I'm going to give a Monster Energy drink to an English peasant. What's that going to do to him?
Kill him.
They had actual witch doctors in that time. Magic was real. And for if you had a cold, here, let's just... All right, when was the original Coca-Cola?
No, here's the thing.
Coca-Cola was like the
stories
90s.
like those. Stories like those and everything, where it's like, there was magic,
Not
there's
the 90s,
King Arthur, and
the,
everything
the
like that.
1900s.
Here we go.
People cannot figure out.
No, here's the deal. OG Coca-Cola bottle that looks like it'll 1899 to 1902.
Well,
let me try and get this upstream for the viewers real quick.
Well, like the thing is with the
this bottle here on the far left had a legitimate cork in it and made it look like you were going to shoot here, far left, right there.
It was like originally made as medicine.
That's from no, it's a soda. That's from BioShock. That's the one that makes you shoot crows out of your fingers.
Yeah.
If I drank that in real life, down the whole bad boy, in under half an hour, I would shoot crows from my fingers.
Yeah. No, but like I thought that Coca-Cola was originally. I mean, I could be wrong. No, never mind. I'm thinking of whiskey. Whiskey was brewed as a medicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whiskey, and like alcohol has a few medicinal properties for when it comes to antiseptic and stuff.
Yeah.
But that stuff was straight poison. That's in literally the year 1900.
Honestly, a better time. A better time. They had cocaine in there.
They did.
That is
Cocaine and alcohol of some kind.
good. Good.
That stuff is insane.
That's a party in a bottle right there.
What is this image they're showing me now? It's a lemonade, and then in 1880, and then 1890, the original.
Jake,
Yeah.
I think you need to.
Yo, I need some of those.
I think you need to.
Anyways, what I'm getting at is like, if that meme, stale, because they've been drinking crazy drinks for the longest time. Our drinks nowadays, nothing. The closest
It's not
we
even
got,
wacky.
Jake, the closest we got, and you can attest to this, was OG Four Loko.
Yes.
You drink 12 of those, you can scale a building in half an hour.
Yeah.
Facts.
That stuff was
You can do it with just shorts.
straight up wacky juice.
Like the blood of the gods.
Yeah.
It was Icar. It was. What I want to do is give a warhead to a caveman.
Oh no.
You just get beaten to death.
Oh no.
Nah.
They probably think they were dying.
Yeah, they probably think they got poisoned.
Yeah, like
They think a tomato is bad.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine just being like, eat this rock?
It just
And they're like, no. And I'm like, go on.
gonna wink at
You
them.
know you want it.
yeah.
And then they're just like, yes, sir.
They like
Oh! And they're dead.
they're like
They die on sight.
Ethan, you killed them, man.
No,
You
no,
killed
no.
Where
them.
do you
He didn't
think
kill-
all the Neanderthals went?
No.
Mm.
Stoned ape theory. It wasn't.
Stoned ape theory.
What, you don't know about that?
I'm going in. No, you continue on your thought. I'm gonna get educated.
Well, I was gonna say that like it wasn't like psychedelics. It was warheads. That's how we discovered language.
Don't you dare.
No.
Someone gave him a warhead.
No.
No, stoned ape theory is the fact that like apes took psychedelics.
They
This
took
is such a Joe Rogan thing. Joe Rogan talks about it like, all
Literally,
the time.
it's
but
on his podcast.
Yeah, it's like apes took like psychedelic mushrooms, and because of that, they were able to learn the knowledge of like making tools, and that's why we've been able to evolve in the way we have.
I don't think.
I believe it.
No.
I believe it.
Jake,
Like psychedelics do some crazy things to your mind.
Jake, I
but
understand that you're a
highly
wacky character. I'm gonna keep this one in a theory because it's literally untestable.
Yeah, it's untestable now.
What?
What? Hang on.
Now.
Don't
Whoa,
you dare
whoa,
start feeding
whoa.
mushrooms to lizards.
No.
I have watched the Super Mario Brothers movie. We're not doing that again.
But dude, the Super Mario Brothers
That
movie.
is objectively the
hits him-
best movie
He
ever
hits him
made,
with
too.
the Devo gun and then says
That's just-
monkey.
No,
It's cinematic masterpiece.
it's the best movie ever.
While I
made.
cannot disagree with you, I cannot sanction your action.
Okay, that's fine.
Jake, my hands are tied.
Okay, my badge.
But like, those Goomba Troopers, bro.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
Anyways, we are coming down to the last couple of minutes of this show.
Oh no.
Just wanted to talk. Part 3 of the video this week is going to involve a bit of stairs. If you're listening to this podcast when it came out, or you're watching on the YouTube channel, video's probably up. It comes out for every Friday at noon. If you would like to, you can go and try and piece together the 3-part series, because we had ourselves a part 1, 2, a skip, and then a part 3. In the editing of that, I'm going to try and get it pieced together, but if I'm not able to, then let me know if you could figure it out. Orion, thank you for joining us this week. I'm going to start playing the outro music.
Good being here, man.
I think we've touched on everything we can, seeing as now we've brought up the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's
think-
always the end point of any show.
I think we're done, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll take this one as a loss.
It's like a cardboard cutout of it on an album.
We'll retreat, and then we'll come back next week with something a little more intelligent.
Yep.
Listeners, viewers, we come to a close on this here episode. If you showed up late or wish to revisit us, you can find this show on our YouTube channel, Tarleton Radio, as a video, or listen in on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere you get podcasts. We make both. For updates about the show and other interesting things we make here at the station, follow us on all the links in the description. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet. Jake, Orion, thank you both for coming. You can find something in and around Stephenville to do every week. It wasn't very much. We talked, I think, just a moment about the Tarleton Involvement Fair and DJs.
Involve yourself.
involve yourself. Come in and get a DJ spot. We don't have a lot of hip hop. We don't have a lot of rock stuff open simply because of all the nostalgia kids, but we do have
Plenty of hip hop.
plenty of hip hop spots.
If you like
So-
Kanye,
Come join me. I need
you
someone
like
other
the
than just
baby,
me.
Exactly.
Little baby.
Somebody join Orion.
You like
Show them that
Future.
their opinion's wrong about music. I want to see it. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. And if you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments as a review of this show, if you happen to be able to do that. But for now, I will see every one of you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bon voyage.
The